Well, I don't normally open up with the finished product. I just wanted to kind of show you what I got going on here. And it's actually a pretty easy install. If you haven't done it before, like me, I never did it before. It can be a little intimidating, but don't be. The back seat is super easy. I've done bucket seats before. I'll do another video probably later today or tomorrow on the bucket seats. I'll be doing those after I upload this video. But this back seat, super easy. Hang out with me over the next 10-15 minutes, however long the video is going to end up being, and we'll go through it. It's not bad at all, and I think it turned out great. All right, that's enough of a sneak peek. So yeah, there's these guys here. I figure it's a good idea just to yank them off. I'll clean them up. Maybe I'll dye the plastic up here, and I'll paint the arms themselves black or what have you. They're just held on with 3 bolts, so 2 here and 1 up here, and it should just peel right off. Bob's your uncle. Those guys are off. I'll bring this in the house and we'll get started on that. Maybe I'll pop these legs off too, leave them out in the garage. No reason to bring them in the house. They'll probably just catch on all the drywall on my way in. So give me a couple seconds, I'll yank that off, and then we'll take that in the house, and we'll start with the back seat. That's this guy, and I'll show you what I got. So these are the front, they're the high back buckets. That's what I got in there. And then this is the back. Now looking at the back, I'm assuming that's the top piece because it has a front and back. And then this guy here, that's just a seat base. So that's going to be this guy here. So I'm going to get to work and split this up into 2 pieces, and then we'll see where we go from there. I've never had one of these apart before, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to need for tools. So you might have to bear with me, and let's just get into it. And okay, so I guess the first thing I want to do is I want to separate the top, the back rather, from the base. So, well, I wasn't expecting that. Boy, you guys see that there? It's a couple of big ass Phillips screws. So I wasn't expecting that, so give me 5. I'm just going to run out to the garage and grab a screwdriver, I guess. Yeah, there she goes. All right, so now we have to remove all of these hog rings. So you can use needle nose pliers, get them out of there. I'm just gonna grab a dish or something to put these in. If I don't, I'll be stepping on them. But yeah, just gonna bend them out, manipulate them. It's just a ring like that. this off. Hopefully the foam looks okay, because I don't think I'm replacing it, if you know what I mean. It's just not happening. Alright, I should do something with this. Okay. So here's where we're at. This is the base with the foam. And I got just a thin garbage bag, well, a recycle bag, I guess they call them. And I got it on top of here, and the reason being is even though this, you know, the entire thing doesn't slip through, this likes to get hung up on that. So what I like to do is I like to put the garbage bag on first. It doesn't get hung up. Once I get a few hog rings in, then I can go ahead and get it started. So I initially tried to get this started a minute ago without the garbage bag, and I couldn't get it this far. So that's also a good tip for headrests too. I fought with headrests where I just was ready to give up. So what I'll do is I'll get a couple hog rings in here, and I don't even know if I'm centered on this, am I? So these are what the staples look like when you bust them off. Just a little staple like that. And these are the hog ring pliers that come with the kit from Rockauto. They're pretty generic. I think most places give you this same cheesy, cheap, garbagey hog ring pliers. Somebody was saying that they're actually quite good for getting into tighter spots. Here's a pair that I bought off of, these are from Princess Auto. I bought, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 years ago. Probably closer to 20, maybe even more. And I say Power Fist right on them. So this is like Harbor Freight, Princess Auto. And while they're by no means heavy duty, they're quite a bit better than what came with this kit. So you might want to go and buy yourself a pair of half decent hog ring pliers. I'm going to bust off some loose staples before I get started here, and then we'll get going. Okay, so we'll get started here. I figured maybe I would show you guys exactly, maybe a close-up of how a hog ring plier works. So you basically, you're just going to set your staple in there, just like that. And then when you squeeze it, see how she loops all the way around like that? And then it holds it on there. So anyway, pretty straightforward. I did a little bit of measuring off camera and noticed that this seam actually is in the middle of the seat, and these springs are actually pretty symmetrical as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stick this on right here. Okay, so this guy's done. That looks great. Might have to hit it with the iron after. For right now, we're gonna call that done. Now the top looks to be even easier than the bottom. I have never done one before, but it looks like there's only hog rings here. Let me pop these off and we'll have a closer look. This one actually has a zipper. Like, is this not even going to require hog rings? Is this literally going to slide over and just do up? Could it really be that easy? Come on. Okay. So, yeah, so our metal's going this way. So it's going to be safe to say this guy needs to go on this way. Okay, so I got all the holes cut out for these front and back are for those feet, and then this is for the armrest, and then I think I got one on the back of there I got to cut out yet too, and then I'll go ahead and I'll just bolt this back together. So I think that's going to do it for the back seat. Let me just give you guys a quick little walk around it. There's a little bit of stretching going on here. Pretty sure I can just get that out with the steamer I got out in the garage. This I think is just from shipping. Same as this here. This would have been where it was folded. See that there? Looks pretty good. Up across the top, same thing. This is the crease where it was folded, as is this one here. It was folded like that. I suppose I could have left this out in the sun, but up here in Canada right now, was it minus 38 with the wind chill? 30 below. I know the sun will come out in about 5 or 6 months, but I want to get this done today. So, in the back, this is where that zipper is. I don't know what I can do about that. I'm not really too concerned about it, if I'm being honest. I'll probably hit it with the steamer anyway. But that's what we got. I'm gonna move on to the buckets. I don't know if I'll make this 2 videos or 1. I might make it 2. Just because I can't find anything at all on this back seat. Buckets, I don't know if there's anything special about the buckets or not. But at any rate, if this is the end of the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If it's not, I guess you won't know about it. But that's going to conclude our back seat for the Blazer. We got our holes punched on the bottom. I think I'll just do a little spray of some black paint on those before I throw them back on. I don't know, they're not missing much there. This is really the meat and potatoes. This whole kit, including shipping, was, hold on here, yeah, about 500 bucks. So 488 plus 37 to ship it. And that came out of Wisconsin to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So can't complain about that. The kit itself was 480 bucks. I think it's going to look pretty sharp in there. I wanted to keep it a nice light color without getting too light. I actually wanted like a saddle, but this came in a little bit lighter than that, almost an oyster. It's okay though, because I really like it. So that's gonna do it for this one. Be sure to check back for the buckets. That's coming up right away.